work that I was doing, just sharing my process of building a car and setting it up. And I will definitely be doing a series on this since it seems to be an interesting subject. In the meantime, I got a bit sidelined because I've been collaborating with Tim from GDS on the tire stuff, as well as just generally talking about building cars and everything, which was really cool. And obviously now we have a GDS tire, a new version, and I actually want to build up my FD3s RX7. I have one of those beauties in real life, so obviously I'd like to get as much seat time in that particular uh, seat, I guess. So what I'm gonna do real quick is let me just invite everybody to, hey all, please feel free to ask any questions and join the chat. Alright, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is quickly locate my RX7. Here we go. And let me quickly tell you about Brexy. It's called Brexy because I imagine it was the last car that I'm gonna be buying from the UK before Brexit, and it's an RX7. So it looks a bit weird right now, simply because I've only been working on the physics. So it's got a wise fab type custom wise fab type suspension in the front with the steering, and obviously increased track width in the rear, and no work on the 3D model to put like a nice body kit, like a white body kit or something to cover that up. So it looks a bit odd, but at the end of the day what we want is for it to kind of run well. The big particularity of this car is the fact that it's got a pretty short wheelbase. I think it's 2.42 meters. We'll definitely know for sure once we go to the actual specs and data. So it has the potential to transition super fast. It is one of the fastest front engined wheel drive cars in the world, and an absolute icon. Now I could, for your viewing pleasure, fix the way that it looks and just kind of bring those in, but this is Drift Life and we're all about function. And you can watch a Dr. Miro video if you want to learn more about the RX7. What I can do is quickly show you the pop-up headlights, because that is very important. Now, it is running a 1UZ engine. It's turbocharged. I think it's twin turbo or single. It says twin turbo here, but I think it's single. And a 75 shot of NOS. Will definitely be working on that. And yeah, it's supposed to put out about 888 wheel horsepower. And this would be probably my 2022 drift project. I mean, it should. Yeah, it's a pretty quick car, but I should also say that it feels like a Widowmaker every time you go behind the wheel. So let's see how it works on GDS tires. We have the power figure, right, so we can just drive it straight away, and we have quite a few newton meters there to have some fun with. Already have 6-speed sequential and SMG2 transmission. We might want to change some of these things, but more or less I want to see how it behaves on GDS tires and if it can be competitive, right? So the thing is, in front as lead, you can be super fast with this car, but in chase, but it still won't forgive you. It will definitely not forgive you. It will remind you that you messed up like 3 runs ago and put you into the wall. So it's but in chase, like you're so fast, like very few people can run away from you. But if they make mistakes, if you make mistakes, then it can be super costly because any correction is super visible with such a short wheelbase. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's a competitive car, right? Well, it should be, but it needs to be driven really well. And yeah, that's a problem because that's up to me. So good. What are we gonna do real quick is just jump into the folder and duplicate that. Control C, Control V. Oh, yeah, I do not want to do that. So what I'm going to do is remove the stuff. So, FD3s. So I think it's GDS underscore FD3s octo, and this, ladies and gentlemen, has been the birth of my GDS RX7. Here we go. Just give me one little second. I need to grab a quick drink. Here we go. Good. So I'm hoping that throughout the season, no matter which car I'm gonna pick, yeah, I'm gonna be able to tweak it and maybe do some updates. But for now, it's super urgent that we actually get this done. What I would also say is that at the end of the day, a little bit of music never hurt anybody. So I'm probably going to call up my friend Boris. He is quite cool. And I don't know what this is. I hope it's not bad stuff. Here we go. Boris. Yes. Alright, here we go. We're doing this. Obviously at a very low volume, just so there's a tiny bit of atmosphere there as we build up this car. So this is sort of like the garage radio, I would imagine. It'd be nice to have some folks to kind of have a chat with. So what I'm going to do is, once that I duplicated this, I'm going to quickly clean it up, because as with all my cars, there's a lot of leftovers. Here we go. Done. Gone. Boom. What I'm gonna do is remove these as well. Bye. This is from a real life road drift thing. We don't need that. We definitely don't need this. Probably do some tutorial, more in-depth stuff at some point, but right now let's keep moving. So I'm basically just going to throw this in over here with the Z32 and do a bit of work. So I'm going to copy the name of the folder and start going through a number of I shouldn't have done that. Actually, it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I was working on some development, like it's the tire model for this championship is going to be unique, and basically the cool thing is, like I mentioned previously, everybody builds their own cars, which is so awesome, right? And it doesn't cost 100 grand, you know. It doesn't take 3 years. I'm doing this in an hour. So yeah, what's super important is getting it super right. So they're gathering tons and tons of feedback from all the pro drivers, and you know, myself with real life experience. I'm trying to contribute with what I can. So let's jump into the work. So I'm just gonna open up stuff, right? So we have lots. I'm gonna have to, you know what? We're gonna have to do that over here. So replace it there. So that's gonna load up the actual 3D model. Now we have all of these sounds, and we're gonna say this is the bank that you should be using, and obviously we want to rename that bank. Boom. Here we go. So that's sound done. Skins, yes, it is red. Now, I think this is kind of like some 3D model stuff, not very important. There is that. And this needs to say GRS. Boom. I'm just going to save that and I'm going to say GRS. Oops. Okay, there's quite a few things here. This is my old S14. I might actually use that, to be honest. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's worked well for me last year. So yeah, let's move on. So I'm talking with my like straight up GRS. Yes, here we go. And the other one needs to be called GRS FD3s, I suppose. Oh gosh, look, you know what? Let's just go with Octave from now on. How about that? Keep it simpler for everybody. And I'll fix it another time. Alright, so I don't need to do much else here, I think. Fair play. We're gonna revisit this. Boom, 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 collider thing that is done. So now this thing should work. No. Why not? Have the LODs not been saved? Yes, this is correct. Oh, obviously. I have not renamed the actual model. You tend to need to do that. Just gonna be cocky. Okay, so it works. Is there sound? Okay, this is gonna be complicated because obviously it's on VR, so I gotta move the VR headset. Yes, we have an engine. And the really cool bit is that that's pretty much all I had to do. Apart from just throwing in a set of tires. So I'm basically, yeah, how do I get those tires? I know how I'm going to get those tires. I'm simply going to say GRS, come on buddy, GRS Octave, boom, and now it's cleaner. I'm also going to have to find my 34 and just going to say it should be called Octave. Thank you. Save that. No. Buddy, why is this not working? Apologies as I try to figure things out. Buddy. I don't understand why, but it does not matter. What I will simply do is just grab the tires from this car. Yes. As well as what number of things. So this car actually has a number of tires on it. It's kind of a test car as we're comparing things. I don't know which ones these are. I'm just gonna copy most of them. I know I need those. Those are my tires. Which ones are the GDS ones? For fuck's sake. Oh, you know what? They're up top. I think we're good. So I'm just gonna grab these. Head on over to the RX7 folder. Boom, paste these. So now we have quite a few more tires. And just to make sure I get the GDS tires, I will get these LUTs. These define temperature as well as wear curves. So basically how much grip you have at various temperatures and wear percentage, I suppose. And I'm just gonna just have this handy. Actually, you know what? I do have that in the tire, so it doesn't matter. Okay, boom, sorry. The next thing we want to do is jump over to the content manager showroom and line using data. Ooh, what happened to you? Oh yeah, I know what happened there. Yes, so I've not updated the physics on this. Tim is helping me out to set up my suspension a bit better. So you know what? I will use this as my test bed. So it fits quite well. What I'm gonna do is jump over to the suspensions and remove, I mean, just add a minus, because that's what he meant. So now we have quite a bit of camber. Now, as a comp car, I think this might be a good idea. I generally tend to like running less camber, but let's see. Okay, we fixed that. Apart from that, what do we see? A bit of an inconsistency out the back. So I think I was trying to, yes, I was trying to make the car a bit more stable and actually a bit faster by increasing the rear track. So what happens real quick, so you guys see why I'm comparing things. When I enable this line using data, it uses the data from the data files in order to show what the actual model is going to look like in game, right? But if we don't use that, then it just shows what the actual 3D model, the KN5 file looks like, right? Anyway, so we want to align using data, and because it looks a bit horrible, I will do a little bit of a cheat so you guys see. Okay, so this is my suspension setup, and yes. Okay, shit, the fuel tank. I need to move the fuel tank. Oh, yes, horrible placement. Okay, so let's do that real quick. This is a comp car, so I need to make sure that it's set up the way I need it. So I'm just going to go into car, and over here we have the fuel, and this is the fuel tank position. I think I want to look at my 33 for that, 34 for that, and I'm gonna jump right into car real quick and just copy that, because they tend to sort of not fit but align it way closer to where it should be. Okay, and obviously I'm gonna need it to be way lower down and further front. So there you go, buddy. Apologies for that. I shall repent. Boom. Now, what we want to do, so I think this is, I don't remember which axis is which, but we'll find out in a sec. So if I go -3, sorry. What I want to do is fuel tank and align wheels using data. Okay, so I would like this to be a bit further. I don't need such a big fuel tank, do I? It can be 42 liters. I don't think it needs to be 24, but then I might want to put in quite a bit of gas, right? Why not? 64 liters for grip. What happened there? I don't see what's going on. Oh yeah, so I think that's in meters. Apologies. Okay, so minus 1.1. I'm gonna go 1.2. Okay, so that's moving it backwards. I'm gonna go 1.0. I would like that because I'd like that to be behind the line of the rear axle, and I would like to pull that down. Is this the z-axis? Yes. So I'm gonna go pull it down like 10 centimeters. I mean, obviously, probably have problems fitting it exactly like that, but you know, I could potentially push it even further in actually, because I'm gonna have a spinning problem. Yeah, let's just kind of do another 40 centimeters. Is that too much? Oosh. No, not on the z-axis, please. So minus 1.4. Oh, the other way around. Minus 0.8. I think that could be better. Yes. Behind the driver, it's yeah, I can potentially justify that. With maybe you need like a fire. It's okay. It's a good placement. Let's move on. Suspension looks good. That looks good. Fine. Track is pretty significant. We might want to work on that, but we'll see. And okay, so next couple of things. What I would like to do is make sure that we light those tires so they look slightly less horrible. I can hide the fuel tank. No longer need the suspension, I don't think. And oh yeah, I'm gonna need the wheels definitely. Okay. Ooh, that's big wheels. So I think we might wanna go smaller or larger. I don't even know. But anyway, we shall see. They actually kind of fit, surprisingly, which is good. Very good. Cool. So no need to work on that, fortunately. But what we need to do is make that horrible looking wheel just fit. So in suspensions INI, you have this graphics offset where you can just kind of move the wheels and the suspension components. So this is for the left front one. Let's see how we should. Oh really? Is it really? That is, ooh, that is very fortunate. So I'm just going to remove these offsets because these seem to be in the way. So I'm just going to move this by the same amount because this is going to move the brake caliper, I believe. Or should I zero that in? Because I think that should be zeroed in as well. No, I was wrong. So no, or is it? I'm kind of guessing stuff here, right? Let me just have a quick look at this brake caliper. Look, I'm trying to be a perfectionist. I'm really sorry. We're on a timer here. Let's move. So I'm just gonna leave that as was, and just zero that in. Let's see. Okay, yes. And then I'm gonna do the same for the rear wheels. It's probably gonna take more than that. Yes, of course it is. So I'm running pretty massive track on the rear. So let's, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna select both and I'm gonna go 0. Actually no, what I'm gonna do, they're the other way around, aren't they? We're gonna go minus and positive on the other, and now we're starting to get somewhere. Yes, I could make this a bit lower so it looks sexier, couldn't I? But we have very little time for that. We look good enough. Okay, one important thing to do is to update the model and to always listen to your heart. So I am going to try to lower this car and make it look even sexier, because it is worth it. No, why is that not working? Align using data, yes. Okay, so is it a bit too slammed? Yes. Does it look horrible? I don't know. We could do a bit more negative on the rear. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. So 0.60 is too much. 0.45. Stance police. I mean, suggest in comments if you want. I think we're in a decent place. That's too much camber. No, I'm sorry. I shall not run that much camber. For starters. But then why not? I will do it. Good. Let's update the model, and now you see when we press on this align using data toggle, it's always the same thing. Cool. So let's look at a few other important bits. So we have a CG of 0.50. We might want to change that, but it's a 50-50 weight distribution, so it should be the fastest. It's a bit wider track on the rear, quite a bit wider actually, because the suspension, yeah, it's different how that gets calculated, but yeah, it is a bit wider, and I think that is the gist of it. I think we are kind of ready to drive. I mean, it's got the right horsepower. Oh yeah, the weight, correct. So I think the weight of this should be 1188. Here we go. And the inertia. This is going to be funny. So, like I previously mentioned, but you might not have seen it. We can define the mass of the car, and we can also define the inertia, which sort of tells the Assetto Corsa box model how to calculate the handling of your car, so when you're transitioning and how it should stop and stuff. So what we want to do is look for FD3s RX7 specs. Ooh, that's a bit strong. So we need Wikipedia. It's generally pretty precise, and we're just gonna, as soon as I get a hold of my mouse and zooming abilities, just find the FD3s over here, and remember that zooming is the other way around, and do it slower. And the wheelbase is 2446. Nice. I think we do have that properly. What? 2446. This is 2425. Am I wrong? Oh. Does the model look off? Like, apart from the fact that it's too low, yeah, the rear should be lifted a bit, but anyway. I think the wheelbase is fine. What? Are we sure? 7 wheelbase. 20. No, it's a 2446, dude. This is what it is. So, this is nice. I learned a new thing. I don't know why that was wrong. Maybe I used. Oh, I know why. Shut up. Okay, 2.446. Yes, you are now a Mazda. It used to be like an S14, I think. Or is that? No, no, no. That's 2.520. I don't know. No idea. Okay, go. Let's go back over here and lift this up a tiny bit because it is silly. A little bit silly. And say align using data, please. And I think this looks a bit more how it should. Yes, there's a bit of travel, won't hit things. Cool. Now, the next thing that I want to do is obviously grab what I came here for. So the length, the width, and the height. So it's gonna be just like that. I'm just gonna put those here. So GDS allows me for another 200 millimeters, 20 centimeters, I think. So I'm just gonna take advantage of that. Oh, and also make sure I don't mess that up completely. As for the width, we have 50 millimeters to play with, so it's gonna be 81. Yes, if my math serves me well. And the height of the thing is 1230. So this should have a decently low center of gravity. Good. Alright. Curb weight, so it's really close to kind of what we're thinking about the weight, so I don't feel bad about that with this like I did with the Z34. I think we are in a good place. Yeah, well, does that even matter? So, I think that we are ready to test this baby. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. But I think we're ready for a test drive. Let's see. Oh, and one last thing. We need to mark this. So I want to look into my preset options. Yes, please. Please update this. Alright, so now I can tell this apart. We're going to do some good stuff with it, put in some nice wings and things. Like those wheels are massive. I don't think I want to run wheels that big. I don't see why I won't run wheels that big. They actually look quite sexy. Oh, and I messed up. I just noticed I didn't do... I did not align the actual brake calipers in the rear. So where is this? In the suspensions. Here we go. So I would like to align that, please. So what I would like to do, left rear, just gonna go 45, I'm gonna go 65. No, this is rear dash. Yes, I forgot to do that. But also Is this rotated to you? Yes, it is. Could I just go 0? No. I think this is probably better. Yes, and now that we're back on track, I would like to move the rear suspension back 40 millimeters. Dash. Dude, what? This is front, man. Left, rear. Okay, so this should work now. Okay, it should do the other thing. It should go like that, and I should go -45. How does that looking? Well, maybe. Oops. That's right. Okay, cool. And now we know that that's kind of what we should be after, although it might be the other way around. Of course it is. It always is. Yes. Yes. Good. So now our model does not look horrible at all, and we can update the previews. Blaze red. All right, and let us try her out. I'm gonna go, yes, get me please. Well, I mean, let's go with, oh, should I do more NOS? Should I just let it be? Because I want to take advantage of as much NOS as I can. Let's just take it for a drive. Because the reality is, in real life, I will never throw as much NOS as I would if I had, well, basically unlimited funding. All right. This took me a while. Let me see. There we go. Why is there no sound though? Okay, there is sound. It's not very noisy at idle, which is nice. It's a 1UZ. It comes from Lexus, so you know. Whoop. Let me just lower my stuff and quickly switch. Oh, nobody is joining the chat. I am sad, but that's okay because I do this for posterity. We are streaming. Yes. Okay, cool. So, hello. Let me just try to move the iPad charger from, move it from around the camera so you can see what's going on a bit better. Maybe I'll work on the camera setup a bit more, but for now, since I'm alone, because I used to do a bit of testing, I can turn up the volume a bit. Better, but then we're in Bikarniki and who knows what awaits us. All right, now that we checked out the car, let's give it a shot. Oh, right, I'm sorry. So let's look at the tires that we're using. Okay, so GDS tires, spec. And I'm doing the, oh, okay, maybe work on the brakes, but doing the full banana, but I have to tell you, I'm scared. This is a very scary car. Let's see. Why try to do that? I might play it with the NOS a lot more. Screw it, I want to have it. It's like with the pop-up headlights, you know, in VR, just chasing people around. It's gonna be awesome, man. Plus, you know, like I mentioned, I'm just live, you feel like a hero, and then she reminds you you are not. I mean, I could go for a E92 BMW like every person that is normal and wants to work. Probably gonna crash this car. I should have had a look at the gears though. We're gonna do things to it. This is a model. I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm not that shit. I just found the nicest one that I really like. And those things are so slippery. But that's only because this car gives me the confidence to push it so hard. I could go more mid-track and not make many mistakes, but that's the problem. It makes you feel like you're a hero. And it's like, you just messed up, man. You messed up. A couple centimeters, but you messed up, so you die. cannot do 2 consecutive laps, you see. I got this, I don't got this, man. One tiny mistake and it kills you, man. Let's see. I'll try to actually finish laps. Crashes. No more crashes. Safer. I never that's why sometimes you hide this. That's something I need to work on, which is cool, because it's fun. The last it's like why would you do that in third? How long is third gear? Let me ask you. It's 200 kilometers an hour. So, dear driver, what would you expect apart from a spin? Oh, I had a talk with myself. Yeah, that always comes to you. You don't sit over here, you sit further in front, so basically everything happens. You're almost over the rear wheel here, right? So yeah, things are a bit different. I like it. What I'm gonna do is try it on the course. Yes, see how I should not be using this car in the actual championship. That is not a good idea. But it's so much fun. I just want to keep driving it. This is great. I like the tires. I didn't even try the other tires. It works great with the GRS tires. I'm happy with the car. What I could do is try to make me kill less, which is probably not the right order. I should use those words. Maybe if we try to tame it a tiny bit, and what I'm going to try to do is, let me just quickly jump over to the other scene. Over here, I'm probably going to just move the center of gravity location to 55. Let's see if it makes it quite a bit more controllable. My target is actually 51. Actually, why not? Yeah, here we go. Let's just go 51 straight away, because that could have been quite a bit further apart. But normally I could have used that just to kind of get a reference and see if it makes the car too loose, if we lose too much grip, and sort of what the range is to expect this to kind of work on. I could do Bikaniki, but maybe I should do something else. What was that, like the comp track? That's not cool. Let's do trackwood. Could we do trackwood? Let's do trackwood. Yes, I don't even know which one. I think that's the one. I don't know. Okay, and just gonna go for it. Go to VR streaming, and obviously encounter errors of various natures in Windows. It's not Windows fault in any way, shape, or form, obviously. It's just a VR bug, or a content manager bug, or some other form of bug. Let me grab a quick drink before we jump in. Oh, great. Actually, you know what? Why not? Maybe we can benchmark them this way. So, for some reason, I started with the Z34, which is what I originally wanted to use because it is the smarter choice. However, I want to be brave and use my RX7, which, in all fairness, because it really wants to kill you, I'm not even sure I really want to build, but rather chicken out and build something else. Moving forward from that, let's see what we got here. So we're on GDS tires. I'm just gonna go for it. Why am I not moving? I think because of I don't know what gears are. You see, I want to stop making this mistake. I never look at my gears. 4s to something. It's okay. Good. If you have like a gear ratio, you don't actually know which gear you should use. Alright. car mindset, right? Just before you can run Why did I lift off the gas? That would have been pretty nice actually, because you would have got more things than last time. By the way, the Z34. Okay, no. This is an episode. This is a good episode because the Z34 is actually wearing. Is actually wearing the latest version of the GDS tires as well, so I can compare it to the RX7, which is nice. So I'm just gonna exit for now. That was such good fun. Yes, I don't know. Here we go, and I'm just gonna keep this, and this time I'm gonna do things right, and I'm gonna go drive this. Is this gonna work, or is it just gonna load up? No, I think it should work. Yeah. Oh. Ow. Okay. RX7 time. So, how many times do you think I'm gonna crash? First lap. Any bets? All right. Let me have another drink, because this is gonna be hard. Please don't kill me. I don't know how to interpret that. Oh, it's a bit of a shout. All Why would you try to save it where you're on the wall? You stop. That is expensive. Okay. Let's be a bit more serious about this. To talk, I mess up, right? That was a decent lap up at that point. So I'm clearly not in command of this vehicle. I have to really focus. Let's try to do a full lap without crashing. I will not speak now. have survived. Yeah. So of course I was in second gears. That's hello, tree. You look nice. This is boring. This thing is not boring. It's so twitchy, man. But it's equipped to be. I like it as it is. I'll probably shifting sometimes. It's quite good. What else should I do? Should I try the thing with the jump? That would be so fun to try. Layout that I used to do back in 2010. I think it's this is the Pro 2 layout now. I'm annoyed. I'm not gonna do this anymore because it is pointless. We have tested the car and it is crazy. I would like to do one last test and see. I wonder which track I should try. Something that's pretty damn hard. Let's do Plock. Yeah, I'm gonna cry so much. Let's do that. Because I want to try. I've tried Bikaniki. I've not tried Bikaniki, no, necessarily as much as I should have, but I kind of get how the car is working. So what I want to do is just try it out on a course where theoretically it should have a bit of an advantage, being super maneuverable and tiny. But also it could really be sort of super difficult because of that. So let's see. Oh, and that's my horn, right? Because you gotta have that. It's actually Sherban that actually did it. I had no idea he'd do that sound. Why am I on a football pitch? I do not do physical things. Please show me all. I had zero touches. It's good. I think this is just a football pitch. And yeah, this is probably for people who play like I don't know. It's fun, but I think I picked the wrong track. Okay, so give me a second. I shall go pick the right thing. But no, it's maybe it is this one. Let's try this one. And I'm gonna select the okay. Off. Yes. So let's do this. I've not tried this this track in quite a while, so it shall be entertaining. Stop. Let's go. So fortunately, I kind of had this car sort of almost ready that I didn't really need to do many things to it. This is actually my car. Basically, this is my car with the GRS tires on it, the GDS tires on it. That's it. Dude, how do I get out of here? What's going on? Yes, thank you. Fuck's sake. Alright, let's just go do some laps then. Maybe have a look at the track first, but wait. So they started from back. Man, I wasn't the start line here? Yes. Of course it is. So. laps it takes me to do the track. And will it too bad? Absolutely not. But it's a while this is that's how well I know this track, right? Every time you want to show you're likely to crash. This is my new competition car. It will help me win things. It's very competitive. And I swear it is. Like it feels like it is. Well started. I'll give it one more shot. This is just what it is. If I'm going to try to figure it out. Is it the car? Is it the driver? Is it the track? How about that? And by the way, for the record, I have zero shame, so I'm a man of my word. Keep close and let me try the Z34. Done. Let's go. Please don't error out, man. Currently experiencing a bit of a slight computer crash issue thing, which is not a problem. We just murder Assetto Corsa executable, sort that out. Let me just quickly reply to a few comments in my first comment. Yo. Okay, and now for YouTube. No, I need to reply here. Here we go. I'm just learning how to use Restream and OBS, which is, yeah. Next time maybe we can tandem. That would be really nice, Gabi. Maybe we can make a bit of a party. Maybe I put together a few of my GRS cars and we can test them out. So thanks for the comment, man. And what I'm gonna do is try the Z. Okay, so come on. Good. So let's do this. Not saying it can't work. It doesn't seem like it really wants to. I would say that the Z is overall slightly easier to drive, but yeah, all right. And because of that, I wanted to crash it. All right, it has been fairly long, so I shall let everybody get to their worldly things. And say thank you so much for watching, and do leave some comments with any feedback or anything you'd like to see, any questions or anything like that if you're into this sort of stuff, or real life drifting or anything. If you're passionate about it, I'm also passionate about it, so I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Have a good day and